Frank, those scenes at the end, that tell us what that meant to you.
Yeah, but it might look a bit like what it meant to me, and it does mean a lot to me, but I think it's what it means to this club and the players and the fans. The fans have come here, having watched us lose a few games, have a dip, they've stuck with us. So all I hear from fans is, we know we're young, we want to do a certain thing, we're happy with the academy, but what we need to do is show them what we can do. And I think the fight showed by the lads today, and that was my thing before the game, was fight. Can we fight to show that we can go and beat a big team? Big team. Tottenham are a big team, because we've competed with big teams and for some reason we haven't won those games, and we've been as good as them. Today we were everything. So that's why we should get excited at the end. It doesn't mean it's the end, because there's a long, long way to go. So it's not over celebration, it's just enjoying the moment, and now we need to keep working.
For the reasons you've outlined there, do you think that's a significant result and performance under your tenure?
Well, it is at the moment, but again, one performance, it feels the best, because this was a tough game and they're our major rival. But again, I don't want to get carried away beyond that, but it shows the players what they can do when they're brave, when they fight, when they're strong. And that's something that, people could question us before today. They could question some of the recent games where we haven't broken teams down and we haven't done enough to win games and we've lost games. But that performance, you can't question, but we need to reproduce it.
You talked about being tough and fight, but also were you brave mentally today?
Yeah, I think so, because when you play and ask the players to play as a three, and we don't do that much recently, we've done it I think once in the league and in Europe a couple of times, you want to have a lot of ball, you want to use the size of the centre-backs and your wing-backs, and that's not easy coming here, because they're a team that get after the ball, a team that are playing well, so you have to be brave, and they were all that.
In your opinion, did VAR get it right with regards both the penalty and the sending off?
I think the penalty probably should have been a red card, because he's flown at him with like a kung fu type kick, and I don't think he meant it in terms of he doesn't mean to do that. But I think that was like the answer from the referee. But when you take someone out at that level, I think that can be a red. But fine, we get the penalty. The Son one I think is not that heavy, but it's a kick out, and a kick out is a red card. So I think he did. Yeah, I did.
You're the first team, a former Jose team, that he's failed to beat. 13 others have tried. Is that a feather in your cap?
I'm not bothered about that. He's a special manager. He's a great manager, and I've got huge respect for him. And he was very respectful there in the game, at the end of the game. So I'm not bothered about that little sort of moment or bit of history or whatever it is. That just shows how good he's been, to be fair. But what I'm bothered about is that the players have put in a performance which shows what they can do. Again, now we need to do it much more. They need to bottle up that preparation, bottle that spirit and that technical ability and bravery, and do it again and again to get to where we want to get to.
Unfortunately, a serious negative on the day. Can you tell us what Tony Rudiger has said to you and your understanding of what happened?
My understanding, there was a racist comment or gesture or whatever that may be. I haven't spoken fully to Tony about it, but I know Cesar was there as well. And now they're speaking to the officials, as they should do afterwards. From our point of view, we'd be clear whether it was at Stamford Bridge or whether it's here or any stadium. We would absolutely want the right procedure in, because we don't want to see that sort of stuff. We know that. So we'll leave that to them to get on with.
Thank you, Frank. Well done.
Thank you. Cheers, Jeff.